Hi friends, my name is Josh and today I'm going to teach you how to play Still Have Me by Demi Lovato. Now this song is pretty easy as you probably saw in the preview, but if you want a little more understanding on how this song works and the chords that are used and stuff, be sure to stick around for the rest of the tutorial. In the tutorial section of my videos, I like to throw in little tips and tricks that you can use when you play the song. A special shout out to Marmar112 for suggesting this song. If you have a song that you want to suggest to me, let me know down in the comments below. Alright, let's do the tutorial. So this song is pretty easy, so it's going to be a great song to learn if you're just beginning on the piano. Let's get started. First we have the intro. The intro is very simple. What we're going to have is we're just going to have a note in our left hand, and then we're going to have a chord in our right hand. So starting off, we have the F major chord. We have an F in the left hand, an F, A, and C here in the right hand. After this, we're just going to move everything up to our C major chord. A C in the left hand, C, E, and G in the right hand. After this, we move up again to the G. A G in the left hand, G, B, and D in the right hand. So that's the intro. One thing you can do to make this intro a little more interesting is to just add a very slight roll in the right hand, starting with the thumb and then adding the other two notes. That's just something that's really simple that adds a little bit of interest to the song. So this is a 4-1-5 chord progression because our F is our 4 chord, our C is our 1 chord, and our G is our 5 chord because we're in the key of C. So here's 4, 1, and 5. So now we have pretty much these same chords throughout the whole song, but they're going to be played a little differently. So let me show you that. So now onto the verse. The verse is going to start exactly the same with the F major chord. And now we're going to go again to the C major chord, but instead of moving up, we're going to go down. So we're going to have C, and then here's our C major chord. After this, we move this up to our G major chord. So this gets repeated a few times. So now, right as we're getting into the chorus, things are going to change slightly again. Again, we start with our F major chord. And now we're going to go to the C major chord, but play it this way. Instead of using this C, we're going to use this C. And then our G major chord is also going to be a little different. We're going to play D, G, and B in the right hand. And that does it for the verse. So now getting into the chorus, this is going to actually be pretty much exactly what I just showed you, but we're going to add one more chord. So let's start with our F major chord, then go to our C major chord, then to our G major chord, and then lastly, here's our new chord, A minor. That will be an A in the left hand, E, A, and C in the right hand. So like I told you before, we had a 4-1-5 chord progression. Now we have a 4-1-5-6 chord progression. This is a very common chord progression in music. This just repeats a few times. Now sometimes it gets changed up a bit, like for instance, when they play the G chord, sometimes they play it like this, before going on to our A minor chord. So what I would do is I would take some time to listen to the song and try and see if you can hear when you're using like a chord like this, a G, versus this G chord. That is actually going to help you practice training your ears to be able to learn your own songs by ear. As we get into the second verse, we're going to actually keep this same chord progression that we had for the chorus, which is just the original, but with the A minor chord. So pay attention to that. A couple more things that just change throughout the song. Sometimes as we're like transitioning from our G chord to our A minor chord, you might hear something like this. Or maybe even something like this. Here we're adding this G sharp kind of as a transitional note. Again, go back and listen to the song and see if you can hear where that occurs. Lastly, sometimes as we're transitioning from our A minor back to the start, you'll hear something like this. Using this G as a transitional note, going from our A minor to our F. With that being said though, first focus on the basics, just get the chords down first, spend some time to practice that, and then go ahead and listen to the song, see if you can hear the specific parts when they occur. But that's pretty much it for this tutorial. It's pretty easy, but if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Alright, welcome to the end of this video. Thanks again so much for watching and for sticking around to the end. If you have a song that you would like me to do a tutorial for, let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, have a great day.